Good time zones, everyone, and welcome to False Monday, also known as Tuesday after a bank holiday. Welcome in, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well today and has survived the beginnings of a Tuesday. Yes, it's definitely been a thing. You catch me staring down on what is probably the largest single building in this world and thinking, what am I doing? It's one of those moments of, what on earth am I fnurbling with here? Because I don't really know what we're doing with the interior, and as noted in the title, probably need to start making sure that the interior lines up with the layout of the structure, and possibly, sorting out the windows at the back of it. Welcome in, everybody. Feeding the scope creepers. Yeah, they're definitely well fed. Welcome into Frauke, who snuck in with the sunlight. Yeah, we had a lot of that today. I ended up taking a long walk at lunch rather than hanging out playing Minecraft in the office. Yep, that was definitely not me. Not me deciding, it's too nice to be in the office and playing Minecraft and having lunch. I'm going out. I can't sleep yet. Okay. Welcome into Blast Jordan, who's got too much sunlight. Yeah, that happens. Jerry May, welcome in. Lots of chocolate and beverages to wash it down. Yay, food and drink. Woohoo! Can we mix it? Can we have hot chocolate? Or even cold hot chocolate? Whatever the heck that is. Goodness. True Purple, welcome in as well. Let's see. I think that's everyone who got here before the bot parade, so welcome into all of you. Then we had the bot parade, and the scurrying began. Welcome into everybody joining the scurry. And a hydrate from Jerry May. Heil hydrate. Yes, Squeaky Bottle of Doom is still here. Welcome into Raven as well. Good to see you. Blast is in a call with a friend. Well, thank you for the lurk, Blast. And there's the stretch to go with the hydrate. Oh, everyone remember, hydrate, stretch. Oh, yeah. One of the shoulders went pop there. Hydrate, stretch, med check, take food, take a drink, take popcorn, take 2, take 12, take a trip to Cuba. No, wait, what? Dang it, been a long time since I watched that film. Take 5, take 10, take a trip to Cuba. And nobody will know what film that is because it's such a niche and well-hidden film. Let's see. I'm not losing it. You lose. I never had it. I can't lose it. DJ Andre, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Quifelio. I think I pronounced that right. If I haven't, do let me know because I'm not entirely sure I've actually figured out how I should be. But welcome in and thank you for joining us. Killbirdie, Chaos Tween, welcome in. True Purple on a 440 stream streak, racing off away from the Merry White House bot. 7 and 7, nice. Even, quick, don't let Scots catch up. Jerry May, you're absolutely right on that. I will never catch up. Cold hot chocolate sounds like chocolate milk. I know that Hotel Chocolat, which is a very interesting company in this country that sells an awful lot of really, really nice chocolate, do cold hot chocolate. It's basically hot chocolate flakes put into milk, thrown in a blender. So it is chocolate milk. Morning, chap. Welcome in. Don't think we've seen you for a while. Good to see you. I hope you're having a lovely day. Cuba in this economy, yeah, and with their current. Well, yes. I mean, the film, the film was from the 80s. It was the film The Wizard of Speed and Time, which I don't think anyone else actually has seen. Kel coming up, have starts of a headache. Oh no! Streams at a low volume. Look after yourself, Chaos Twin. I will send the Merry White House bot with a couple of blankets to look after you. Why I said favourite chocolate and beverage. Yep. Lovely. Excellent. Glam Pixie! Hashtag freed Pixie. Welcome in. We're going to keep saying that for a while, aren't we? Imagine your surprise when the Netherlands was neither flat nor wet. Imagine my surprise when I found out that Cuba wasn't a cube. I mean, both of those are interesting and accurate. Glam Pixie on a 5-stream streak. Gotta go fast. Woohoo! You think... and escaping from the Merry White House bot. So, 1-1. Nice. Hotel Chocolat would consider a merch partnership. Coming in 2026, the Fnabalizer. To go with the Velvetizer. Feg, welcome in. Considering how you're feeling, gladly accept the blankies. Aww. Well, we will send blankies and nice hugs to Kel. And what do you know? I might even have caught up with chat. It's a Christmas miracle. Wait, if it's taken me that long to catch up with chat, it really is a Christmas miracle. Also, how the heck did it take that long? In other news, tomorrow, 100 tomorrow, you'll be 100 streams tomorrow. You better escape the bot. Oh, we will just have to see whether or not we can trip up the Merry White House bot. I will make no guarantees and cannot guarantee that I will make no guarantees. Some of that made sense. 100 streams, though. Right. Let's figure out what we're doing. Where we last left everything, we've gotten this done. And I am so very happy with the way that this is looking, so that's a good start. What I have noticed is there are sections of the wall that are in the wrong place, so we'll need to fix those. Still haven't done anything with the windows. Yep. Will I make sense before my birthday? Answer is maybe. It's going to be a while. Nobody knows when. But the good news is, by pushing back the walls, we don't actually have that big a gap between the interior and the window frames. So that might not actually be as much work as needed. I was looking at the landscape and thinking that's a problem for Future Scots. Future Scots is probably going to sit in the corner and whimper at me. This corner, however, really looked like a loading dock to me. Particularly given it's got the entrance into this area. So it might well be that we turn this into an actual loading dock and put roads in and so forth, because we've also got the actual dock. What's up, Doc? What's up, Doc? Down here. The actual dock is down here. Oh, I never actually waxed my skeleton containers. Isn't a skeleton container a body? One of life's greatest mysteries, that one. Yes, also, independently, nobody knows my age. Not even me. So, yes, this... Hello, B. This dock, I think I want to connect it with a road over to the back of here. Wax my skeleton containers. Yes. That really sounds like a... That's all, Fox. Not sure what colour it needs to be. If anyone sees Lil Red, let me know. We still need to go and actually name their fox for them. Wax your containers. But I don't want to. That stuff hurt. Let me go pick Lil Red again. No hurry, Cal. So what I'm thinking is, at some point there will be lots of landscaping necessary. How deep is that? How deep is this hole? How deep is this hole? Is this hole? I swear I've sung this repeatedly. How deep is this hole? How much will it... You see, this is starting to feel like this might actually be well placed for doing the lab the lab levels. But actually, this is probably where we'll be putting the lab levels. And for those wondering what I'm talking about, this is going to have a subterranean research base. because it's Jurassic World. Trying to catch up on MSQ, trying to level a base melee was not the idea, was Sam was available. Thank you for the background entertainment. Well, there will be Chaos Mayhem and an average standard Scotsman. Please do not try to measure your average standard Scotsman with a banana. That doesn't work. It's a little red! Little red! Right, well. Distractions! Distractions! Woohoo! We have a Dudley Do. And we have a Golden Dandelion. We have to go and... Your poke was successful. Pokage. Woo. Pokage was successful. Distractions have arrived. Let's go and get Dudley Do for Little Red. We've been holding off on that one because I didn't want to do that without them here. Poke was just what you needed. Oh my. Right. Apparently I haven't upgraded the nether on this account for a while. Boing. Boing. My list is somewhat complicated. Have you met me? Have you seen what this channel is like? My list is forever complicated. That's going to be a dangerous thing to have hanging off of a nether portal. Yeah, it can stay up there. Boing. 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 Giddy boing. Giddy boing. Giddy boing. Boing. Giddy boing. Giddy boing. Giddy boing. I will boing for... Nope, that doesn't sound right. How are you doing, Little Red? My list is completed. I think complicated is more likely. Whee! Dashing through the nether, trying not to crash, dodging all the fnubbles and things that make me... What? Finally about 80% over this stupid illness. Oh no! Look after yourself, Little Red. We have an event Pokemon in chat for those who are interested in it. It is a Psychic, which means even more of an event. To the Nether! To the overworld! Kiwi, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. You need me to splat, you have an emote to use. Don't worry, there will be... There's almost guaranteed to be splats of some form. The odds of me making it through an entire stream without a single splat are about as high as the odds of me making it through a single stream without being silly. Right. So, if I remember rightly, and I have a request list for this, Dudley Do is supposed to be a red fox, so let's head for the red fox enclosure. And they are supposed to be age-locked, so I brought a golden dandelion, because I'm on the version where I have to use that. Miakula, welcome in. You guess Twitch wasn't going to tell me I went live. Bad Twitch. Bad Twitch. No cookie. Welcome in, Miakula. Right. To the fox farm. Or the fox sanctuary, even. Right. First thing we need to do is find 2 foxes. Found a few. Second thing we need to do is... It's going to be apparently harder up here. We need a couple of... a couple of berries. Yes. That's very important. I will pay the pun tax later. Just got in the car from lunch, heading back, peeked over at Twitch, saw me was live, and was like, why Twitch, why did you not notice? Dunno. Twitch be twitchy. Right, I'm going to take 4 just in case. Worst case, I'll eat a couple. Why am I going this way? I've got to go back. back through the storage room. Oh, well, I gotta go. It's very irresponsible of me to forget the food, yes. Well, I was expecting there to be berries in with the foxes. It was clearly a bad idea. Clearly it was a bad idea to expect the foxes to leave any berries for me to collect. Not even a halle berry. Oh. And Frauke asking for a red fox as well. That's all, fox. Do you want it to be age-locked as well, Frauke? Notification an hour after the person went live. Yikes. Nah, he can grow up. Okie dokie. Right. You are... Wow, how many different foxes have we got here? Oh, we've got a Fnurbles and a no fox given. Right. I need to... Are you a... You're a full-grown fox. There. There. Make it a baby. And immediately fall asleep so that I can't find it. Ow, 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 ow. Baby fox. Do, 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 do. Right. Golden Dandelion. You are now age-locked. And you are Dudley Doo. There you are, Little Red. Dudley Doo exists and is curled up, happily enjoying this. Yes, the foxes are... The foxes are so very, very, very cute, especially after the update, because this is the this is the even cuter babies mod. Version, release, one of the three. I need another name tag. And an armor stand? No, I don't need an armor stand. Hey, Willikins. How goes the paperwork? Remember this place. We'll be back here sometime around about the end of next year. The end of this year, even. To do more work on it during the summer. During the winter. Wow. Yikes. And a red fox named Senna for True Purple as well. No age lock. Okie dokie. Willikins seems to be working rather diligently. Always is. Right, so I've got a That's All Fox and a Senna. I'm going to need more berries. Willikins is a very diligent little fellow. I think Willikins is now officially Raven's Batman. And for those who don't understand that one, Batman is actually like Butler, but for military. I may need to get some more food. As I am heading back through the Nether... You did know that one. I think we've talked about it enough, Raven, but I think this might be the first time I've gone and said, you know, I think we'll just say that Willikins is your Batman. Sam Ganji is effectively Frodo's Batman. Yes, exactly. Hey, Willikins. Speaking of which, hey, Raven. Wait. Oh yeah, still in his hand. Look, just because I've given in and started using armor stands on occasions, I'm trying to keep it to maybe 1 or 2 areas per region that I go over the top. Raven classes as one of those, and his office is one of those areas. Right, I need 2 more adult foxes. Well, actually, I need 4 more adult foxes that haven't bred. Right. Give us the baby. You are going to be That's All Fox. Actually, hold on. I can just name you and release you. And you can become Senna without actually having to grow up, and I can actually reduce the number of foxes that are tethered here. Because the reason these are tethered is because they're unnamed, and therefore they're the ones that are going to actually... That's clever. They're unnamed so that I can find them. But I don't actually want to keep them all here permanently. So, I am Shirley, and don't call me... I am Shirish, and don't call me Shirley. So, there is That's All Fox for Frauke. And True Purple, we have a Senna. There we are. There we are. Senna has now been released into the Fox Sanctuary. Thank you very much, True Purple. Yeah, the ones without age locks. It's easy. I still love that. That pose. That sitting. They're so adorable like this. I mean, they're incredibly adorable when they're asleep. Also, Rouge, are you just confused? Whimsy. Yes. Everything is full of whimsy. I keep half expecting to find that a fox is going to run up behind me and steal my my armor, my ender chest as I remove it there. Such fox, much amaze. Aww. I love the way that we find them in little pockets around this room as well. It's sort of, yep, there's a couple over here. Oh, that's where all of the berries went, is it? Here, have a couple more. Yep. I think they will prioritize holding berries. But I don't know whether or not they prioritize it over everything else. And Nordic Wolf, welcome in Nordic Wolf, on a 165 stream streak. Oh no, adulting. Ugh. Nobody likes that. Escaping from the Merry White House spot for the 9th time. Nicely done. So basically, you're now Kel Fox. Or is that Fox Birdie? Hey, Bad Moon. Welcome in. How you doing? Hey, Void. Mind if I sleep here for a minute? I know. I suspect one could hold the dragon egg, yes. I like the way that the quote was, "Not today, pufferfish." I'm doing alright, just hanging out, starting up stream. We've had a couple more Fox redeems, and we've just been over here at the Frozen Archive, making sure that all the foxes exist properly. We've definitely got quite a lot of foxes now, which is lovely. Both the whites and the reds. See? White foxes. Hello. Whoa. Good lord. I didn't realise there were like 8 foxes at my feet. Oh, wow. I suddenly saw a movement and it was like, fox, 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 fox. Canadian Dragon, welcome in. Apparently they all decided to hang out in this corner for the minute. And a Nanian. Welcome in, Nanian. I hope you're doing okay. Huh. Didn't we have, like, 5 llamas around here? You can't see Nordic. I saw Nordic. Nordic did actually redeem a thing, so I'm glad I'm not actually... I hope I'm not hallucinating a Nordic, but since Twitch seems to think they're here. Nanny, Nanny, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Nanny? Alright. Dashing through the nether, trying not to crash, hoping not to get shot by a gust today. Mostly okay? That's good. Happy Tuesday, Nanian. You could be a Kitsune, Foxy okay? Yes. Kel, that sounds sensible, Kel. Elkhorn! Welcome in, Moose. Oops. Ah. Ooh, buttons. 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 Oh, buttons. Bad Moon on a 3-stream streak, escaping from the Merry White House bot and actually managing the escape. Woohoo! Yay! 2 escapes, 0 catches. Nice! I think you're one of the few who currently have a 0 catch count. Your position at work has been really nice. I am so glad of that, Nanian. That is fantastic news. And I hope that is not you being sarcastic. I hope it really is being good for you. Because if it is, that is fantastic news. Hey, Rocky, watch me collapse in the corner to D people after running orientation all day. Oh my goodness. Poor Elkhorn. Orientation is so evil. I am so very glad that it is not sarcasm then, Nanian. Yay, I knew I had pork chops around here somewhere. And we have a Zatu. Is it a Klaatu Barada Nikto Zatu? Or I don't think that Zatu was in the Fnebbles. Klaatu Barata Nikto Zatu. I'm not sure that's the phrase, but it is now. Oh. Been able to start dialing your meds almost a month with only 1 anxiety pill a day. Oh, Nanian. Nanian, that is fantastic news. I am really, really glad of that. That is fantastic news. I am so happy for you. Klaatu Barata Nikto is what should be said to Gort in The Day the Earth Stood Still, to tell him to let you onto the spacecraft. Gort being the giant robot that eventually brings the world to a halt. Pulls out a boomstick to fight the Necronomicon. I am not summoning anything from a Necronomicon. I'm not that silly. I thought it was from Army of Darkness to stop the book. Glam Pixie got an egg. Woohoo! Nicely done. If it is from Army of Darkness, then there's some interesting crossovers going on. Puts a constantly singing Scotsman on Superfast Feg's back. Hello, Overseer. Are you still cranky?
Dirty Turkish hark back flat and Borton, Philip Barton, Perkaluma Burton.
Wow, I didn't know the Overseer could fnurble like that. Hey, Ritsu! It was... the timing there. It's like, we've got that scream, and we've got... Also, have I got... No. Oh, hostile mobs was down at 45%. That wouldn't have helped. When I say whoa, I mean whoa. Hey, Ritsu. Oh, dear. Okay. Take a breath. Let's go and fix the back of this building. Certainly those 3 sections that I notified. Okay, is Twitch being fnurbly for anyone else? Because if Nanian is missing multiple people, I'm a little bit concerned here. How many leads have I got in my bundle? Yeah. Let's put them in. Put that one in there then. Oh. And we have a hydrate and a stretch. Not necessarily in that order. Bad moon, thank you very much. Hal hydrate. And a stretch to go with it. Couldn't see the Nordic on the list earlier when Nanian mentioned, but do see Ritsu. I wonder if, because I am responding to people joining the scurry, I'm wondering if I'm accidentally calling out lurkers when I probably... I don't know, I need to think about that one. Prelude, welcome in. I may have said that once already. I don't remember. Right. Puffy, let's go. I need you to help me fix the back of the building again. Maybe worth adding a here but lurking redeem, so I know. Yeah, I might have to do a variation of the scurry that is a scurry but lurking. We'd never call out a lurker, but if you sang it, we might not get Feg and Kel both sharing a brain cell. I need you to help me, help you, help me, help you, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. I think Automod saw the cry for help there and was like, are we allowing a cry for help today? This would be a bad time for an armor upgrade, you guess. I mean, distractions happen. This is why they exist. If you fish, it'll just mean that it'll take me a second or two to park Puffy. Now there's a phrase. Dip, 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 dip. No. Nah, I think I decided that redeems happen when redeems happen. Trying to stop redeems for people who either haven't been here or can't start at the start is unfair. There are, however, limits on how many redeems can be made in a single stream, at which point, haha. That's a redeeming quality. I thought it was a redeeming quantity, let alone quality. Right, you, and it's getting dark, which probably means I'm about to be fighting zombies from the back of a ghast. Right, that was excellent. We've fixed the interior of that wall. And there are creepers in the darkness. And fair consider exactly. I don't like putting restrictions that prevent people who can't get here at the start from doing stuff. And for some reason, we're throwing a piano at Blast. I mean, that happens. Hunter, welcome in and on a 300 stream streak, and managing to escape from the Merry White House bot as well. I hope you're doing well, Hunter. Welcome in. There are lots of things that are alive and not very nice hanging around in the distance over there. So, let's head up to the airship just to get a little bit of space and cause things to despawn. I took too long to get to a bed. And then Fnurbles happened. Just a quick dash through before dinner. Hope everyone... it's lovely to see you, Hunter. Have a nice dinner. Have we managed to get far enough away from things to despawn them? Hard to say. Let's head for the back of the airship just to be double certain. One of these days I need to put an engine room in here. Oh well. Today is not that day. You know what? Let's just leap off with Huffy. Whee! We shall use Huffy as a springboard. That sounds wrong. Huffy is now a springboard. Okay. Engine. Am I installing Create then? Only if Create Aeronautics turns up. And even then, that'll be in a different world. But, really, can you imagine that with Create Aeronautics? I can. It would be great fun. I really want it. Oh, Create Aeronautics has been on a wish list. Turning that into a into a schematic in Create Aeronautics would be lovely. Because then we could fly that around the world. But that would be a separate world, because I'm keeping this world vanilla. Right. Why is there a shulker on my crafting bench? Oh, it's got deep slate in it. Okay. Round the world. Round the world in 80 days. Probably more like round the world in 79 Fnurbles. Oh, I did fix the... Footy, welcome in. I could copy the world file. Exactly. But it wouldn't be this world. It would be a derivative of this world. But actually, if I did it in this world, we'd have the problem that there would be none of the ores that... Actually, does Create use extra special ores or not? I don't think... I can't remember if it does. Who knows? Mysterious quantity of copper golems appearing wherever Scots has just departed. That would be hilarious. How are you doing, Footy? Meeting time. Have a good meeting, Raven. Try not to be driven too much insane by it. Right. I need... Okay. I've got the stone, I've got the andesite, I've got the stone. So we can do that floor. This floor is... Oh, I need jungle slabs. Jungle slabs, jungle slabs. No, that's not it. That's not it. Take 3. That's oak. Jungle slabs. There's nowhere near enough there. Sydney, welcome in. Jungle logs. That's quite a number of nibblings. Yep. And a large bill. What is it with you lot trying to get me to have to pay extra child support maintenance constantly? Just got back from a lunch walk, touched grass, bought dinner, supplies. That sounds nice. Clearing out your attic, found your grandfather's wig making machine. It was a family heirloom. Oh. Oh! Ow. That's a bit like the one I saw the other day, which was a picture of the DeLorean from Back to the Future. It's supposed to be being sold. Short, only one careful owner, not been used much, only driven from time to time. No, that's deep slate. That's not helpful. That's not helpful. That's not helpful. That's what I was looking for. One of these days I'll find the polished basalt. Boing. Boing. Okay. One thing I want to do is take out this pillar. Put that in. Yeah, might as well take it to the edge. Yeah, I cringe a lot. Usually at some of the jokes. Okay. Let's... So, I need some filler materials. Also known as netherrack. And we have an Ursaring. Not an event Pokemon, but it's still a Pokemon in case you're interested in one. Oh. Apparently I don't have that variant. Did you know there was a king that completely banned people from having haircuts? He considered it an act of heresy. I was about to say, where's Fnurbles? There we are. Throws a guillotine at Blast. Wow. Oh, no. Ah! I'm not sure I have enough materials to throw them on the floor. Right, let's put in these. Ah, not you. And I still haven't caught that variant of the Ursaring. Oh well. Let's see. Do that. Then we need netherrack to go under here, because that's not a visible section of wall. This area I need to think about what I want to do. I think the obvious might be to make these stairs three blocks wide. But that's going to cause problems because it's a 5-block wide area. And that'll make it a 6-block wide area. Dank fnurble it. Oh, actually, we could just move the stairs over to one side and turn this into 2 half slabs. That'll work. It's a silly question to ask. Do fishes have heads? Yes, of course they do, or else they wouldn't survive. Now, one of the things that I discovered recently, that I absolutely love about this latest release of Minecraft. I have here deep slate as a result of polished deep slate mining with a silk touch axe. I have here a stone cutter. I have here the ability to craft everything out of it without having to turn it into cobbled deep slate first. Oh, thank you, Mojang. Treasury Department announced they're going to put pennies back into circulation with puns printed on them, and on the front and back. They're known as sense of humour. Oh. Those stone cutter recipes are fantastic, aren't they just? It's one of those moments of, I didn't know I needed this until I had it. Okay, that's probably a wall. Elkhorn yeets Elkhorn into the void. That's impressive. There's a vanilla tweaks data pack for it prior to 1.26. Let's see, strip logs. Oh, for 26.1, it lets you strip logs via the stonecutter. Ooh. Okay, someone tell Mojang about that one. They keep copying bits from vanilla tweaks. I'd like that one, please. I need to work out what we're doing with this section of wall. Because this is a window. That's nice and simple. This wasn't planned on being a window, but I don't know what it's going to be. Where's the... Is that the only... Yes, it was, wasn't it? Okay. Bank of Canada, yep. Not quite sure what that pillar was for. I don't know why I'm trying to recover the netherrack. I have like 45 chests of netherrack back at IKEA. I do not have any reason for it. I also don't have a decent smelter in this world that can cope with it, so I really should consider building the Fnurbles powered smelter somewhere. That sounds wrong. Oh no, elk under lock and key. Do you know where your Elkhorn is? Hello, pig. Particularly scared of clowns, especially when those clowns carry around a lot of money and have quite the brain capacity with all the scares. It's called Pennywise. Just can't resist the urge to squirrel it away. Yeah, that is entirely the reason, Kay. Also, hi, Kay. I swear it is just the fact that I will hold on to everything in Minecraft. Did I just make exactly the right amount of deep slate for the 2 sections that I needed to fill in? Huh. Apparently you're Schrodinger's Elkhorn, either locked in a vault or yeeted into the void. Can't you be both? You can be locked into a vault and yeeted into a void. In the vault. Apparently, Blast has decided that that's the solution for Elk as well. And Nanian. Everybody's thinking, let's just lock Elk in a box and throw them into the void. I'm sorry, Elk. Apparently, that's considered a sensible solution. Okay. Urban, welcome in. This is the rear wall of this room. It's not my fault, Elk. Everybody else thought it as well. Oh dear. We have sent Elk into the void. Puns that Blast makes, they might be following Elk into the void one way or another. One way or another, Blast Jordan's gonna follow one way or another. Blast's gonna end up yeeted one way or another. I apologize profusely to any artists that I butcher the songs of. This is entirely natural, and it just happens. Give him a cookie and suggest he try it again. That's a nice option, Dragon. I think we have way too much cookies in the society anyway. I mean, there's no such thing as too many cookies, as far as I'm aware. What is this concept of too many cookies? Error does not compute. Cannot understand too many cookies. Error. Yeah, let's just take that out. How you doing, Urban? Oops. Right. Now, let's see. I need stone and stone brick and andesite to fill in this area. So let's start with the stone brick. Wines. Now I want cookies. I will send you cookies as well, Kel. There's always cookies for Kel. I had some lovely shortbread ones today. I'd send those, but I ate them all. Urban on a 3-stream streak. And, oh, you've been caught by the Merry White House bot and put in blanket jail. However, that's only your 5th catch, and you've had 8 escapes. So you're doing well there, Urban. Congratulations. Real ones or make-believe internet cookies? I would send real ones if I could. I did have real ones, so... That's fixed that. Gotta go, going to watch the new Darth Maul series. Ooh, nice. You'd hope for real ones. Don't tease you with the promise of cookies if not real. Would I tease with cookies? There are a great many more things to tease with than cookies. And cookies are too nice to tease with. That sounds wrong. That's a lot of falling cookies there, Blast. Who's that from? Krista. Oh, Crystal Husky. Thank you for the giant cookies there, Blast. And thank you for the lurk, there, Feg. I do not have enough materials for filling in this section of floor. Whoopsie. That's not helpful. Oh well. Which is better, one giant cookie or a stack of tiny cookies? Are they equal weight? If they're the same weight, I'd go with the stack of tiny. Because then you can just pop one in your mouth and enjoy it, and Yeah, yes. If they're if it's lurk mostly on a work lurk, listening in, taking a peek whenever. Well, thank you for the work lurk, Kay. Equal amounts of both. Then I would say the small ones, because the ability to just pop a small cookie into the mouth and enjoy it at random times would be nice. Is the bit that I think would be fun. Did I how am I out of fnurbling jungle fnurbled slabs fnurbled? There's a lot of fnurbled there. Nah. Now you're suddenly glad there's a stack of cookies in your pantry. Yep. Heil hydrate.
Rex, my old arch enemy.
Thank you for the jump scare, Nanyan. Reminds me of a scene from Everyone Hates Chris, where Tanya, the youngest, takes a bite from a giant chocolate chip cookie in the pantry. Easy to stop halfway and save the rest later. Yes, 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 yes. If by cookies you mean stroop waffle, I still have some mini stroop waffles. Ooh. Well. Distractions! Ninja Sydney getting a baby white fox named Bosco. Oh, awesome. Distractions. Hi, Fnurbles. How are you doing, Fnurbles? You seem to be lost again. Are you trying to return the Netherrack to the Nether? And we have an event Pokemon in chat for those who might be interested in trying to catch it. Whee. In other news, let's head for the Frozen Archives again. Hey, Overseer. You know, I should really name the Overseer the Overseer. I'm not sure why we're holding on to the Overseer. It does make that section of tunnel slightly dangerous, but it's hilarious. Someone's asking for a presentation slide he made 2 years ago for a module you didn't keep a strict record of. You don't know where it is. I mean, if it's not been touched for 2 years ago, then they're probably just on a fishing expedition, hoping to goodness that you know where it is when somebody else did. Throw them out a window. Wait. Oh, no, no, don't defenestrate them. Ah! Would Underseer be more appropriate? Possibly. Hey, I got an egg. Woohoo! Equally as dangerous as the docks on my base on Idiotic. Yeah. Yeah, the amount of times I get booped by a dinner bone ravager. I got an eggy. I got an eggy. I thought with all of the carrying of chemicals up into buildings that you'd develop some decent body strength, Blast. Bosco. My anvil exploded. My anvil exploded. Do I have a spare? I have 450 hoppers, but not a anvil. Why do I have like 450 hoppers? Oh, I remember. That's stuff from somewhere else. I've got a lot of wax, but no Wayne. Oh well. Let's throw someone out a window during a meeting slot you were triple booked for. Good lord. Tried to convince you to agree to a project you've been telling them for weeks would require a complete overhaul and add friction. Ah, I've worked on that project. Is it with you right now then? Upper or lower, Sydney? Upper or lower? Upper. Upper! Upper! Uppies! Whoop. Hello. Hi, foxies. Uppies! I like that, uppies. Oh, that's a lovely emote. Right. I need 2 full-grown foxes. I wish foxes would be attracted to berries. You, Husk, yes. And you, Anthony. Right. Where's the new baby? Hi. Whoa. Nope, nope, nope. What you, Mike? Ah. Husk. Ow. No. Ah. That's Moonbeam. That's not the new one. I know I saw a new baby fox here a minute ago. No. You look like you might be the new baby fox. You are. You are. Will you stop running around? I think that was the right fox that got the got that. Hi, Moonbeam. Meet Bosco. Whoa. Bosco's got all the energy. Actually, all these foxes have got lots of energy today. Anyone would think that I'd got... I haven't. No, it's still daylight. Now secretly caffeinating my foxes. Will you stop caffeinating the foxes? I love the fact that they've all decided to hide in the little cave that they've got for hiding in. No, they won't, Nanian. So this is why asking people if they want them age locked is an option. As of this release, there is the golden dandelion, which is what I just fed to one of them. And the golden dandelion basically age locks a baby mob so that it won't grow up. So these youngsters will stay youngsters, which is why I ask if people want them. Oh, that's a thunderstorm. Nope, 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 nope. No, 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 no. Are there available baby foxes? I create a new baby fox just by feeding them. I breed them on demand. That sounds so wrong, but it's accurate. Foxes, made to order. Yes, fresh foxes. Can you see a red one? Absolutely. You never saw a red fox. You know what? Let's put my totem back in my offhand. Foxes pretty much make themselves. Yep. I'm going to eat the berries that are in my inventory. Alright. Red foxes are the normal ones. Yes, these ones. Such as Thician, Sir Foxington of Fox. And the baby ones. That's not a baby. That's a baby. Baby Fnebbles. Sakura is chasing me around. They're adorable. Sure. And there's Dudley Doo that started all of the foxes today. So yeah, we have the red foxes in this lovely little cherry biome. And then we have the white foxes in their open air biomes. Because, well, we've got to keep them in the biome that's appropriate for them. Whee. Baby white fox named Nan. Okay. Whoa. Missed. I'm going to have to do a little bit of shopping to get that for you then, Nanian. Because I don't have an anvil. Of all the things to have an oversight of. I'm not sure which it was, Kel. I think it was a splat. There, anvil. Thank you, Nanian. Midna, welcome in. Kel's found the splat from Luna. I love the fact that I'm going to have to go all the way back to my store at IKEA just to find an anvil to be able to get another white fox. Oh goodness. Whee. One of these days I will build the tower that's supposed to go around this portal. Today is not that day. Please tell me I have an anvil here. No. Oh, if I don't, I've got the iron for one. Oh, I've got 18 anvils. Excellent. Ooh, 8 shulker shells. That's useful. I'm going to take 9 of those back. Hide them in a chest. And we want a baby white fox, so I need a golden dandelion. So these are the golden dandelions. See? Golden dandelion. It's basically a dandelion and 9 gold nuggets. Or 8, if you're actually counting correctly. Thank you, Elcom. Yes. Look, how dare you expect me to be able to actually get anything right without an off by 1 error? Whoa. These nether tunnels are so useful. I am so glad that we've got this much of the nether done. The ability to just go through these tunnels and not have to worry about the ghasts murdering me is just so lovely. The golden dandelions have been out for 2 weeks, Nanian, so you're not that far behind on that particular element. I think it might actually literally be 2 weeks. Weren't they out on 24th or something? Higher or lower, Nanian? Haven't played a recent version of Minecraft this year. Eh. Higher or lower? Yep. Simple question. I'm not giving you context. 24th. Ah. None. No. Higher or lower is an independent question. It's independent of the nan bit. Higher it is. I have 2 white fox farms. Oh, sorry, sanctuaries. It's one of those. Do we go for the higher sanctuary or the lower sanctuary? Might mean I have an issue with finding a fox to breed. All the foxes are hiding. Hi. Wait, you don't have a name. Who are you? We have a random adult fox that I don't recognize. We have a fox pile. Ow. Hi. I'm going to end up chasing a fox around no matter which one it is. It's whether or not I can actually get... we have a Shroodle in chat for those... Okay. Who the Fnurbles caffeinated my foxes? Why are my foxes caffeinated? Why is that a statement that I'm ever using? You did, and it's working exactly the way you hoped. Hey, baby fox. Now I've got to chase down the baby fox to name it. Ah! They did this immediately a minute ago. That's the new baby fox. Right, we've got it age locked, so we're 50% of the way there. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, Nanyan's hiding somewhere. Where the... Spinny fox. Worst thing is, I think that's actually the one we're looking for. It is! Yay! Hey, Nan! Hey, Blacklad. Yeah, I see you turn your back on me and you eat your... Here, have some berries. This is what trying to look after foxes is like in this game. They are hyper lunatic mayhem chaos bringers, and I wouldn't have it any other way, because they are highly adorable and adorable when they're asleep and when they're like this. Tired, have a speaking practice for the Sunday event, need to sleep, look after yourself, Blast. I'm sure the speaking practice will go fine. I hope that the event does too. Whoa. I should probably sleep before I go to the Nether. foxes. They're lovely. But they don't half wear you out trying to chase them around. Oh, Lord. No, that's not the direction to go. Right. We now return to from the frozen archives to Jurassic World. Again. Boing. This is another reason why I'm glad that the nether tunnels exist. Getting between the two areas of the world at high speed is so much easier. Since you're craving ice cream, there is one ice cream that you should never consume when you want to be on time, and that's chocolate. Oh, but I like chocolate ice cream. Eating cooked pork chops in the nether feels like it's entirely appropriate. That went down a rocky road fast. I'm not a fan of rocky road, though. Right. I really need to do this section of tunnel. If only to avoid the eventual sudden... You did not have to yell at me. Aha. So, if only to avoid the sudden and unexpected ghast. I was not expecting the sudden and unexpected scream from a from the overseer. How did I forget that the overseer was there? Right. Fnurbles, what are you doing up in that corner? Right. You've been hanging around back here for too long. Come on, Fnurbles. Let's go for a walk. Come on. I don't know where you're trying to go. You're not supposed to be going over there. There will come a point where I actually redesign some of this area and make it so that you have a much more sensible place that you can work with. There you are. Go and deliver those. There you are. I've helped you find the chest that you were supposed to be putting things in. You're happy now, Fnurbles. And you're immediately jumping off the balcony. I'm so glad that you can't take fall damage from this height. You absolute Fnurbles. Oxygen! Welcome in! Welcome in, Raiders! Can we have a redeem for Fnurbles? Possibly in a future point. And Somber Lime, welcome in as well. Thank you both for the raids. Synchronized. Don't know if they were synchronized, but definitely arriving simultaneously. Auntie Eva, welcome in. Tero, welcome in. Ultraphilian. Goodness. Deep. Hey, Deep. Octogen themselves. Nordic Girly. Hey, we got a Nordic Girly and a Nordic Wolf in here now. You can't take full damage, period. Oh, that's good. 8 times the raid from Oxygen, so we've got a black clad that is double parked. How were your streams to both of you? I hope you have had lovely streams. If you have a moment to let us know how the streams went, please let us know. It would be very much great to hear from you. If you do need to raid and run and take care of yourselves, absolutely, self-care is important, even if you are Fnurbles. Look, stop pushing me around, Fnurbles. Fatty McDaddy Og, welcome in as well. Uh-oh. And to welcome you in, we have a pun from Elkhorn. I just watched a guy fill his canoe with ice cream and root beer. Kind of odd, but hey, whatever floats your boat. Oh, dear. Hi, Puffy. Hi, Puffy. One of these days I will take you back up to the airship where you live. But for the moment, you're just going to stay in the corridor. That's not one with the... There it is. I need more jungle slabs. Elk in the vault. Right. That should keep me going for at least 5 more minutes. Welcome to Jurassic World. Made a double blaze farm. Went without a hitch or any deaths. Okay, you're no good at fibbing, but it was worth working well at the end. I have not got a blaze farm. And so I very much respect the fact that you've managed to get one. Because those are not easy to get. So congratulations on building it, even if it was multiple deaths. Sin Lily, welcome in. I suspect if I actually... probably both. When I get round to building a blaze farm, the No Drama Safety Llama will probably be staring at me a lot. And complaining about the number of these things that I burst. And hopefully no other deaths. Ties elk to the mast of a ship, sends the ship sailing off the edge of the world and into the void. So does that make elk 2-flower or Rincewind? Or just the luggage? No, the luggage chased after them. Are you on a chicken or are you just... you're a normal one. Not interested. For those who have just arrived, you catch me on a day when I am attempting to not be jump scared by fnurbles jumping in front of me. Work on the back of this building. Trying to trying to get the windows, the floors, and so forth. Aha, that too. This is the back of the building. We're finally actually de-greenifying it and actually putting the back on. We already had most of the front. We've been adding to this over the last few weeks. And at some point we need to finish building the Ghast dock at the top of this tower. What we're eventually, like several eventuallys later, there will also be another tower to which this airship is docked. This is a small build. Yes. Yes. There are rumours that occasionally I can build small. This isn't one of them. Also soon TM. Yeah. This is, to be honest, the large build of the... Oh, I forgot to pick up any of the floor bits. Oh well, let's go and pick those. And this is all built in survival. God help me. Let's grab those. They'll come in handy later. Stone. Ooh. I've already run out of stone in that barrel. No. That's gravel. That's andesite. Don't have much of that left either. Yikes. It's alright. There's plenty of other stone in the sea. Alright. Let's get this floor finished. I thought that was Fnurbles again for a minute. Fnurbles will be dropping from the balcony in 3, 2... Ah, there he is. Hey, Fnurbles! I need to put him somewhere safe. Not sure if it'll be safe for me or safe for him. Probably for me, given that he keeps jump scaring me by jumping in front of me. No, that's a wall. Need to work out what we're going to do with that. This is a wall. This is where we were working. Yeah, this is where I ran out of the jungle. Oh, Fnurbles. Its ability to lay blocks is, of course, compromised by shenanigans, no drama safety, llama incidents, Llamageddon preparations, chat being chat, and of course Fnurbles. Not the Golem, General Fnurbles. No. Willikins is the General. Fnurbles is, probably, I don't know, what do we think? What rank does Fnurbles hold? Corporal. Possibly. I was about to say private because the concept of private Fnurbles feels appropriate. Ensign. Ensign Fnurbles. Oh, so many wrongs. Right. Major Fnurbles. That's also a possibility. And this is why I should never ask chat anything. Because silliness happens. And it's lovely. Admiral Fnurbles. Fnurbles feels more army than navy than army. What about Rear Admiral Fnurbles? For that we're going to have to put a Fnurbles on the airship. Vice Admiral Fnurbles, my word. I think an airship Fnurbles might be a future thing. And we have an event Pokemon in chat for those who are needing it. Air Force or Naval. Do I give chat a hint about something coming up in the future? Should I unveil the future? What do we think? Seeing as how we're getting distracted quite a bit today, should we unveil future Fnurbling? Or future mayhem? Elk wants a preview. Jingle, jingle. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. Okay. Now, chat. 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 Hear me out. This is not going to be something that happens for a while. Hey, Volder! Welcome in. However, something has been happening that is going to become the foundations for something. So this is very much an advanced visit to something. And this goes with this goes with something that happened in January as well. So people may remember that there was a copper golem as a reward for certain donation tiers in Last Life for Extra Life. That copper golem will be roaming around an area that is to be built. And it's in this direction. Now this has been here for a while. We've just not visited it. Mostly because visiting it has been would give away what's been going on. But I've been working on this for about 5, maybe 6 months. It's been a running joke because it required a ridiculous amount of materials for the foundations. I have done the foundations. And I'm going to bring over the cam account to show you this. Here, have a stare at a chest. And then at the inside of my head. So. This is... A wandering trader has arrived nearby. Okay. Which direction are we going? This way. Right. Hey, Solar! So this is something I've been working on for a while, and I did jokingly say people could have a look at this in the World Download, but the World Download didn't have this finished to this state. This is the foundations of Himmelsby. This is going to be my future mass storage area. And large build zone. What about Himmels A? That's a different thing altogether. The shadow on the ground is insane. The build is insane. This is the reason why I joked that I had the ridiculous requirement of about 12 shulkers of blackstone and 20 shulkers of crimson stem. This has taken a while to build. And this is just the foundations. This is these are actually going to be supporting a 3-chunk wide, 13-chunk long build down the middle, which will become a storage area, ghast docks, copper golem factory. Oh, and there's the Wandering Trader. So, all of this has been the foundations. The big build, I mean, the reason I didn't show you this while I was putting the foundations in is you've seen something similar to this airship being built already, and it's taken months. The interiors of the airship itself have also been set up. Welcome to IKEA 2.0. Yes. Does the Wandering Trader have anything good? We'll go and have a look in a minute. So yeah, this is going to be IKEA 2.0. Hence why it's called Himmelsby. Because Sky Town, basically, I think was the translation. And this is what happens when my brain goes, "Hi, congratulations, you're going to build something ridiculous." Also, this is at world height. I cannot place anything above these trapdoors. This is literally at world height. So, there will not be anything above this. It has been deliberately put at the highest point in the universe. And some of the copper is still aging. Right, where's that Wandering Trader? Let's find out if he's got anything. Unless extend world height. If I extend world height, it'll be a different thing. Hey, TGM. Hey, Mad. Welcome in. Mini shulker boxes, mini pistons, mangrove logs, slime balls. Don't look at me like that. He'll survive. There's ocean down there somewhere. Wandering Trader took a swim. But yes. Your original plan for Halcyon would be a bit longer than this, but skinnier. Could not get a design together that you liked. I will share in Discord later one of the inspiration warnings that I have been working from. Because I do have something that I'm working from as a concept. Although, honestly, probably one of the more sensible descriptions would be, think Skybase from Captain Scarlet. And then you get where I'm going with this. I actually designed this... actually, hold on. I can probably work out when I designed this. Oh, this doesn't tell you age. Okay, fine. Nope. But, yeah. I'm trying to decide... They're going to... Wait, there are going to be more, even more balloons. No, these are the two that are going to exist. These are the balloons. Next is to build the base between it. But yeah, this is what I've been working on in the background since over Christmas and so forth. So a fleet of airships, right? Maybe eventually. I did jokingly say to Raven at one point that the plan for IKEA 2.0 was actually going to be the airship construction yard. And then I came across the inspiration warning for this that basically just made me go, you know, Captain Scarlet had it right. But this is where this is where the copper golems that people who donated in Last Life for Extra Life will be going. There will be more copper golems going into the storage system, etc. But yeah, could do that idea with this. Not trying to convince you, just trying to add more scope creep. Look, this build has taken me physically months to build. Because this has all been built in survival. Just getting the first block up for this was an absolute nightmare. And then building it was an even bigger nightmare. Would not believe how many times I've been back and forth along this section of Nether Tunnel and wondering how long it would be before somebody spotted this. I actually had to extend... how many reportable incidents were there? Nil. Zero. Nada. Not a single one, surprisingly. There were a number of times that I fell off of the build. But since it's over an ocean, it hasn't been a problem. Okay, Black Lad. I'll get to it after stream. Shush you. Besides, I try to avoid things that will cause incidents when I'm not streaming. Where's the fun in that? It's also at world height, so yeah, plenty of time to go, and relocate where I was. Lotus, welcome in. Meow. 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 Meow, meow, meow. Did you make a fox skin due to the conversation from earlier? Yes. Yes, you did. Why am I not surprised by that, Kel? Right. Let's finish off some of this. We got a wall here? Yes. Why is that not actually low levels? Assyrian Elytra was in good repair. Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I built the armadillo farm in here. We may not know what the fox said, but we have a pretty good idea of what accent it was in now. Oh, Elkhorn. That's... I'm wondering if I should turn this around a bit and actually have a floor here and then have the stairs coming up to this from it. And Kel goes all stabbity. Because I kind of feel like we should have a floor here to go with the windows and so forth, and not have... Interior design changes. Whoops. I mean, this was not unexpected. And we have a grubbin in chat for those who might be interested in a Pokemon while Kel is attempting to stab an Elkhorn. Ooh, no, you don't go there. And Elkhorn has a shield and a helmet and a sword to attempt to survive. Yeah, good luck with that. Drops an anvil on Elkhorn. Wow. Today's been a heavy anvil day. Landstrad, welcome in. Oh, and we have a hydrate from Landstrad. Hail, hydrate.
Titty free, written, hitting bloats.
And a stretch to go with it. Right, now you need to go look up a Looney Tunes clip. Yeah. Everyone remember, stretch, med check, hydrate, take care of yourselves. It is important. Spear and a magic helm. Right. 1, 2, 3. Hey, Henry. Welcome in. Interesting. Let's see. I need to work out what I'm doing with this section, but... 1... Great. I don't have the bits to go under, so we'll just have to do that. Well, you're not helpful. Thank you. 3. Can't get caught if you don't have streaks. Oh my. Oh no, yours is reset again. Oh, I'm sorry, Blackclad. I mean, that's partly why the Merry White House bot exists, to keep some form of streak, even if we only are able to claim it at the 3s. Weird. Kind of surprised that it's not working from the VODs, but then again, it is Twitch. I think this area is just going to get filled in. I'm not worried about it. Let's fill this in. Me and the first VOD. After that, it needs to be a live stream again. I mean, usually because I'm most days, Monday through Friday, streaming, and you have to watch something within 24 hours, usually it's just catch the stream that I do the next day. But of course that doesn't work for everything, obviously. And doesn't work for Saturdays. You see, that feels a lot better. I'm a bit worried about the fact that I'm going to have stone floors and stone walls. So I may have to add in something like... what's the word I'm looking for? I may have to add in shelves as a sort of break point on the walls or something. Doesn't work on VODs. Have to catch the next live stream for it to be... Ugh. If I could make things better for everybody, I absolutely would. But unfortunately, it's a little bit outside of my control. This is why, as I say, this is why Mary exists. And honestly, I'm glad that you lot seem to enjoy interacting with Mary. And getting chased by her, as it were. And the jokes around the whole blanket jail thing. That's better. That feels wrong. I mean, I've told you all I know, Blackclad. If I could help more, I wish I could. That feels like it needs something more in those corners. Let's get the... Oh, I know what would work in those corners. Whee! Tough. No, I don't have any. Wow. Okay. Is it this one? Yes, it is. Go for 8 of those. One of these is useful, and I'm trying to remember which one it is. Yes, chisel tough. Yeah, the API is always a bit fnurbly, but that one is particularly... Hi, Fnurbles. Particularly not helpful. Right, I'm going to take that out and replace it with that, because I think that fits better in the corner and hides the end point of this stone. Ooh. That hole feels like it's something that might need to be resolved later. I need to resolve my holes. There's a hole in my bilge roof, dear Twitch's way to skimp on paying ad money. You're not here, therefore you don't watch an ad. Well, yes. Oh, that's why there's a gap there. Okay. That's on my list of things to fix anyway at some point. Fillet, dear Scots, dear Scots. Whoa. Now, while that does look good, that's not what I was planning on doing. Ooh. Should I have done that? No, because I like the fact that this is all the tough. So it feels like the tough links to the... Yeah. The... etc. Some of this actually makes sense. Not much of it, actually, unfortunately, but some of it. Yeah, apparently we're filleting me. I didn't realise I was part fish. I thought that it was usually Blast that got filleted. Fillet of Scots. Oh, time to break those. Rum squirrel fillet. That sounds almost weirder than anything else. Right, let's... have we got the stone? Yes, we have. What did I do on this side again? I love the fact that I built this less than 2 minutes ago and I've already forgotten what I did. Ah, okay, I did from the outside edge. Beer battered Fnurbles. Wow. Who's battering Fnurbles? That's not fair. Poor Fnurble. That's the wrong number of stairs. Where's my 6th stair? How did it fall all the way down there? Good grief. Right. Let's start this again. Gravity for dummies. Yeah, well. Better than brain rot for the internet. Replaces it with gravity for squirrels, which is much thinner. Squirrels take one look at gravity and laugh. Have you never noticed that? This is how flying squirrels exist. They basically look at gravity and go, "Eh, nice concept. Not going to worry about it." I mean, flying squirrels are basically the Buzz Lightyear of animals. They're not actually flying, they're just falling with style. Often purchased with defenestration for dummies. Have you ever tried defenestrating a dummy? They're heavy. Just ask Buster. And I'm out of... Ooh, that needs fixed. Let's grab some netherrack. And while we're here... No. Aha, there we are. Buster, who has, in fact, been defenestrated repeatedly. Yes. And smacked in the head with glass. Fnurbles! What are you doing over here already? The call of the nether. The Fnurbles who always wants to go to the net. What is it with you and this nether portal? Be free, young Fnurbles. Be free. No, I don't. I still don't understand why Fnurbles constantly heads for the nether. The number of times we found him in the nether until we got all of that nether portal properly sealed so he couldn't go through it. Okay, that's on the other side. No! He's pining for the lava fjords. Probably. The only chests... There's no chests. There's no chests at this end of the build. There's no chests at this end of the universe. The only chests in this area of the world... Nope, all of these are barrels. Oh, in the nether. No, I don't keep any chests in the nether. That's just begging for me to open it and be murdered by all of the denizens. Anyone who lives in the nether will basically murder you for touching their chests. We have an Abra in chat for those who are interested. It is an event Pokemon. Yeah, take a quick nap. And I've still got my account on screen. Well, it makes a bit of difference. You get both, really. Nope, that's not going to help. There's a hole in that. I'm trying not to leave holes. I haven't decided what I'm doing there. I'm going to do that. I think I might bring in some of this up that section. Kind of feels like it would be right. Out of curiosity, what's on the other side of this? Nothing. I foresee myself bringing that across to this side as well. And possibly where this wall is. We don't have an interior wall colour yet. I wonder if the interior wall colour should be more of the stone and granite. So, brick and granite along here, for example. I think that might actually work quite nicely. It will go well with the copper. Do we have any supplies of stone and granite left? I don't know why I'm saying stone. I mean brick. I'm going to have to go shopping. Don't you fancy a 70s wallpaper decor with glazed terracotta? No. I would leave that sort of design to Ginger. Ginger knows their way around that sort of thing far, far better than I do. Right, let's start off up here. And what I'm going to do is take out those two as well. Would blocks be placed? I mean, I've managed to place a few blocks today. Not to say that I've actually made progress, but I'm fairly sure I have managed to place a few blocks. That's not right. Oh, you were thinking if Ginger was in charge. That is a very different question. I actually wanted some of that there. It's a very thin space for putting stuff into. I think it works. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. That works. What I might do is then bring that down a bit. Like so. That probably needs to be recessed as well. Still haven't figured out what I'm doing with that section. Yes, great. Oh, that's wrong. That should be here. Like so. Careful now, Nurse Emmanuel will be along soon. Really? See myself doing an interesting corner window type section. I might need to put a pillar in here. But if I do, I want it to be with walls rather than yeah. Yeah, okay. So let's keep the polished granite going up here. I honestly can't remember if that's the right name or not. That works. And I think I probably need the same here. So I'm using that as my corner piece for walls. Now, given that we're going to be walking in here, I think I want to... Yeah, I want to put the right block in my inventory, eventually. Do a wall there. Or a pillar there. Same here. So we'll bring that down like so. that. This. Bring in a pillar here. And another one here. And another one here. We're actually starting to reach the point where the interior walls and layout are starting to appear, which is surprising. So, just for the purposes of figuring out, that will need to be changed into something else later. But we can do a bit of granite. No, not that. That's my corners. Get back here. And this would probably be a solid wall. But would it be solid, or would I end up putting in walls? Don't know. That's a good question. Certainly along the edge. Yeah. Okay, let's retrieve those for a second. Yeah. Let's just do that for the moment. Would we wall it, or... I don't know. That's a $1,000 question, to which I've only got about £2.50 to my name. Walls would look nice. Yeah, I'm wondering if it might actually be worth bringing in the same... So... in this area, we've got the tuff as walls. I'm wondering if it might be worth bringing in the tuff here as walls. That might actually make it... That might work nicely and bring the sort of the back wall that's just about visible there, but not necessarily going to stay visible there, into the main building area. And bring us a little bit of consistency. Oh, bounce off my bed. Actually, I'm tempted to try that. I might need a mix for the point where it interacts with the stairs, because otherwise it's going to have that gap between the stair and the wall. Right. I have tough walls. I have mossy cobblestone walls. I have tough brick walls. Excellent. I need tough... and do I have any tough brick? No, but I can make some. I don't need much, just about 5. 6 will do. I'm not sure I want to use much of the mossy cobble. I think that's very much an exterior material. I think I should be using... Oh! Hey, Math! Welcome in. I think I should probably swap the mossy cobble for... Have I got any... No, I don't. Fine. Let's grab some of this and turn it into polished tough walls. Tough brick and polished tough for interior walls. That way the cobble feels more... The mossy cobble feels like an exterior wall where it's been open to the elements, and the polished tough is where it's been exposed to not the elements. See, I can make sense. Just not very well. Do polish tough around there. And we've got a hydrate and a stretch in chat. Let's deal with that in a second. Let's get some more of this into place. Let's do a bit of that. There. That works. Hail hydrate. And a stretch to go with it. Oh, oh, that was shoulder. Thank you, Feg. I think I need to dot in a couple more of the solid blocks, because otherwise those stand out too much. So let's add in a couple of those there. And where was the tuft there? And here. That's better. Now it doesn't feel so dramatic that you've got one or two existing. You've got like several that just are there like that. I'm going to take this corner one out as well. And we have an event Pokemon in chat for those who are interested in a Woobat. If you had solid blocks adjacent to each other, you can use the stairs to create a broken transition. Possibly. Problem with the stairs is they tend to not really line up with what you're looking for when you're working with walls. They work great with windows and bars, but not with walls. And they can also stop walls. That's not even the right area. Joining two of them. Because a wall won't join to the side of a stair. It sees the stair as not a full block. So if I had a stair here, with it being a sort of not a stair, do I have a stair? No, I don't. With the corner cut out as this particular corner, that wall wouldn't join up properly, and neither would that one. If you have stairs on the side onto a solid block. Yeah. Why am I looking for a bed? I don't know why. I think I like that structure though. I need to decide if I want to do this. Oh, I'm so tempted by that. But I'm also tempted to put in walls of tough instead. I'd need to put something at the top there. But I think a set of tough walls up here to give it sort of a curved around to the entrance of the lift, as it were, would be better. I should really do something about the floor of this. Or I should consider the fact that it's apparently time for quote 200. Really? Really? I mean, we've gotten very, very distracted at times today, including looking at Himmelsby. Let's take out those two as well. That's better. So I say, why does that not feel even? It is. It just doesn't. I think it's the off-sided nature of having water here and not water there. Weird. Okay, let's get my main account back to its normal safe position high up in the air. And then we will have a look at this in Pretty's mode. And I think between streams I need to go and find a whole heap of brick and granite. It's going to be a bit of a fnurble, but camera count mode. Oh yes, yeah, that wall works. That wall.
Great horny toad.
'Tis the season for the great horny toads again. Absolutely going to regret every statement I make. Yes, always. That I like. That works so much. Need to work out some of the staircase. But we've done a lot of filling in and making the walls and floor line up and link together again, which they didn't yesterday, or at the start of this. Thank you for joining us, Blackcloud. Take care of yourself. And now that this is beginning to actually all link up, that makes so much difference. I need to really grab a whole load of materials and come through tomorrow and just make this look so much better. Ginger, welcome in. Just in time for the end of stream. Always lovely to see you. I don't know if you've been lurking and have just de-lurked, popping in to say hi. Lovely to see you, Ginger. I do love the way that this is starting to fill out. We're going to have a lot of space for doing some fancy decorations in here. And at some point, this area needs to have a tower built into it. Squishy Scots with a moist, lemon-scented towelette. Am I being kept on board of a interstellar jet waiting for the moist towelettes to arrive before departure? This is turning into a really nice room. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but I'm looking forward to it. Squish is super fast with a total perspective vortex. Ooh. I suspect in this case that's evil. I still love the way that looks at night. It almost looks black and white. Particularly with the lanterns around the sniffer enclosure. It almost looks like it's in grayscale. It really does. However, with the tour of Himmelsby's foundations and repeated Fox locations, and all of the building here, we have had a very, very busy evening, and it is time to wrap up. I would like to say thank you to everyone for joining me this evening. It has been lovely having you all here. As always, I have had great fun with both the chaos, the mayhem, the distractions, and the inspiration. I will be back again tomorrow at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now. where we will be back here again, continuing to work on, well, probably the interior. I think we've got a lot of interior walls to lay out, some window. We never did get the windows built, so I'm hoping we can get the windows done as well. Because I think that will be fun. So, yes. Sorry, train of thought fell over again. I am going to send us on a raid because we've had 2 wonderful raids in, so it is absolutely important to keep the raid going. So thank you to everyone who came in with those raids, and lovely to see you all. And thank you to Octogen and Somber Lime for actually bringing those raids in. Yes. I am going to send you on to somewhere with an absolutely lovely laugh, which has just broken my eardrums. But, hey, Mr. Roo, just in time. Lovely to see you. Thank you for the check-in at the end there. I'm going to send us over to the lovely Topsy, who is currently on a tour of Wilderness with Luna Cupcake and starting their starter house. And it looks like they're just getting a bit of a lift. So I hope everyone has a good time zone. I hope everyone has a fantastic evening. Take care, look after yourselves, and I will hopefully see you all again soon. Bye-bye.